Hey everybody, how you doing? Happy New Year. It's January 1, 2017. I wanted to come in and try something a little different. Gonna try a one take, no edits. We'll see how that goes. I want to talk a little bit about last year and some stuff that I was working on and some stuff that I'm working on now, and maybe some predictions for this year. We'll see. So last March, I made a video all about failure because last year I failed to meet my goal of 32 videos within a year. And I said, this isn't my job, it's a hobby. So I'm not gonna make any promises about how much I can create because I've got other things to do, like my job that actually pays me, also my children that I have to pay for. And I'm not gonna make any other predictions for this year because as much as I love making these, I don't know if I can stick to a schedule the way I want to. Because it takes just a ton of time. It's funny with YouTube because when I first started watching things, I thought, how simple, how easy to just kind of do this and make a living. And then I realized I had no editing experience at all, that I have no equipment aside from my phone. And some of that has changed over the last year. I got myself a new computer so I can edit things a lot more. I'm getting a little bit better at it. And I think that's evident in the last couple of videos I've made. But here's the deal. A lot of the last year, I've been really trying to figure out what is it that people want to see me do? What do people want to see me talk about? My most viewed video of the last year was my review of Zootopia. And that was a really fun video to make. I think I had a lot of thoughts on that one and I just kind of gushed and I was trying to figure out what was it that people liked about it. I said, maybe it's just because it's a movie review. I'll try movie reviews for a while. So the very next week after Zootopia, I did one for Jungle Book, which, you know, probably my mom watched. Maybe. I hope. Mom, did you watch my video? I hope you watched my video. Anyway, it didn't do even like a tenth of the numbers that my Zootopia one did. So I said, okay, it's not about movies, so what is it about? And then I got swept up in dealing with other stuff and, you know, life. So I don't know what people want to see. I don't know what people are interested in. So part of me wants to just say, who cares? And I'll just make whatever and do what I want to do. And that's possible to do. It's a little bit sketchy and scary though, because I know a lot of the people that do watch my videos, and that makes things very interesting and challenging as well. I know that I'm going to post it to Facebook because most of my views are probably coming from people because I posted it on Facebook, and my actual like real life connections are the ones who watch these. That makes it challenging. Every once in a while I have some ideas that they're different, they're strange, they're not popular sometimes. Now, I don't think I'm like super edgy because I'm not. But last month I wanted to make one about gender issues. And even though I think most of the people I know would support me on it, that's taking a firm stance on an issue that can be controversial. Religious issues are the same way. I want to make religious stuff because I think it's fun and interesting. I think there's a huge lack of good religious content on YouTube. The challenge there is, sometimes I have just random ideas about things and they don't line up always with the most traditional ways of seeing things, and that's kind of scary too, because then I have to worry about people I know questioning and wondering and asking me complicated questions that lead to complicated conversations, and I don't know what to do with all of that. Sometimes I even think about just telling more personal stories, which would be fun, but those personal stories include other people in those personal stories. And do I need their permission to tell a story that includes them? My writer brain says no, but my social brain says that would probably be a good idea. And sometimes I wonder if it's easier to make videos when you have a much larger audience, that when you tell a story and you've got thousands of people who are checking in on that story, they're thinking, hey, that's a cool, interesting story. And the person it's about, it's like, oh, come on. But I get it. You got a lot of people doing this. There are a lot of people watching. But when I only have, I don't know how many subscribers I have. I was going to count. I know it's less than 100. But I know from a lot of my views, like I said, they're coming from Facebook. So if I make a video and it includes a person that I know, good chance a lot of other people know them too. And that makes it complicated as well. It kind of brings me up to thinking about like almost a privilege of fame a little bit. Like when you are famous, it's not like your personal relationships don't matter. They do. But sometimes I wonder, is it easier to tell strange, crazy, almost embarrassing stories because you have a huge audience, and it's not just like your mom and your brothers and your former students and your current students. people that you're still kind of close to, or at least you have a very specific image of who they are, and they have a specific image of who you are. And what happens if you share something that you do feel, but they're not okay with, or they didn't expect that from you? And do you have a responsibility to that? And again, my writer brain says, no, who cares? If it's the truth and it's a story, then you should tell it. But the social brain aspect of everything is like, well, it does matter. Like I said, I have students that I'm teaching now who have subscribed to my channel, and I like that. That's fun. But it changes the way I make stuff too. So when I'm looking into this year coming up, I don't know what kind of content I want to make, because I love movies. I would love to do movie reviews all the time. Problem is, I don't get to see movies a lot. Kids, really? Where are you going? Why do people drive so fast to get somewhere? When you really kind of work it out, they're probably cutting off 3 minutes of their time. Oh, please pull them over. No, he's not after them. As long as he's not after me. Okay, anyway, so I don't know what kind of content I'm gonna make. Like I said, movie reviews, I love it. Love it. If there's a movie coming out that you want my input on, let me know. Maybe I'll go see it and I'll do one just for you. That would be fun, because I did see some movies I didn't make reviews for this year. I wanted to, but I lost track of time. Like Kubo and the Two Strings is one of the best movies I saw all year. I absolutely loved it. I saw Moana, I saw Doctor Strange, didn't see Star Wars yet. Like I said, I don't get to see a whole lot, but I like talking about that kind of stuff. So if you want me to do stuff like that, leave me a comment. Say, I want you to review more movies. Those are fun. Your Hacksaw Ridge video, super cool. If you'd rather me talk about religious stuff, give me specific topics. That would help a lot, because the other thing I'd like to do more videos. And if these one takes work, which right now is going over 7 minutes, if this works for you, I could do this on the way to work, basically. But to come up with something brand new every single day is really challenging. Even Rhett and Link have writers that they've hired to kind of come up with ideas and come up with content for them to talk about. So if you'd like me to talk about something, whether it's religious or whether it's about movies or teaching or writing or any of that stuff, please let me know. I would love to take it and put my spin on it and hopefully entertain you along the way. Now, other stuff that I've been working on that I am still excited about that I haven't talked about on this channel much. So I started another channel called Words from the Muck. And Words from the Muck is an education channel about writing. I've been scheming on this thing for about 2 years. But I don't have like a partner in crime to help me out with this thing, so everything I've had to do on my own. So writing episodes, shooting episodes, editing everything, which takes a ton of time. I did have a plan in December to put out 3 videos before the end of the year. I put out 2. So not quite hitting the mark there, but I'm hoping to have the 3rd one up fairly soon. Words from the Muck is something I really want to try, because there's a lot of educational content online, but it's all facts, it's all information, and nothing about teaching you how to do things, as far as like writing and stuff like that. At least not ones that I found that I've enjoyed. So I want to contribute that to the community. So please go check it out, Words from the Muck. It's me hanging out in my classroom right now talking about Ray Bradbury's Fahrenheit 451, stuff he does that people should be trying in their own writing. Please check that out. That's kind of the passion project right now. The challenge there is I'm being way more perfectionistic with that channel than I am with any of this content. So to put that out, I get really nervous, and I try to work extra hard to make it really good. That's one reason it takes so long to get done. But please check it out. I would love the encouragement. It would really help boost me up, make me feel fancy about myself, and encourage me to do a bit more. Anyway, thank you so much for following me over the last year and a half, if you were on from the very beginning. This year, I want to create more Words from the Muck, especially. I'm going to be going to VidCon next summer, so I want to have like a bunch of stuff. They'll be like, look, I'm here, not as a poser. That would be great. Nobody wants to be a poser. Anyway, thank you so much. Have a great year, everybody, and we'll see you next time.